incredible gains, month after month after month. And so we see that things have really changed here. From October into November and now December, the markets have looked very weak for 2.5 months. And so that brings me to the point that I want to get into in this video, beginning with my favorite chart, and that is central bank assets declining over the last few months. You could see this here, particularly being an issue when you look at the equities around the world. Emerging markets were hit early on this year, but even the US stocks since October have really fallen. And you can look at the global bank stocks, European companies, European bank stocks, emerging markets in general, just not doing good. So the blue line are the central bank assets. This is up.
Okay, Alexander,
the red line is the MSCI World excluding the US, and the green line is the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq has been up and down, that's for sure, but it's looked very weak from its peak, and you're seeing a lot of these different indexes into a bear market today. The bear market is continuing. It's a cycle, and it is a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is beginning to happen at the same time when you have piled on the trade issues that are ongoing, that even though we should have had some level of resolution by now, it seems like nothing has been permanent, nothing has been set in stone. And of course, as long as the environment is uncertain, you're going to have problems with equities. You can see the orange line here, the global systemically important banks getting beaten down to a level that is entirely unstable. We're talking about the biggest banks in the world, and we are far beyond a bear market. According to this chart here, as I've covered recently, the global systemically important banks on their index was approximately 155. Today it's sitting at 103. So from 155 to 103. This is severely into a bear market. The world is unprepared for the crisis that will ensue. And it's the central banks that are deciding when these fall. If you don't see the correlation in between the markets today and the central bank assets, quite frankly, I think that you are purposely and intentionally keeping yourself from the truth. This is the most telling chart.
This is the truth,
nothing
but the truth.
Twice a day, every day, in all the videos I do, then I will. That's how important it is. So I wanted to cover some other information here. Looking at the big balance sheets, advanced economies brought securities to stoke their economies. At the top, you're seeing the Bank of Japan. In the middle, that's the Federal Reserve. And at the bottom, that's the ECB. And you can see how their balance sheets have been modified over the years. This chart goes back from basically the year 2000 up until present. Now, right now, what we are seeing is actually central banks. They are just about to go into the negative for the amount of money that they're printing overall. Because of course, the Federal Reserve themselves doesn't need to print money. You could have that.
Pause this broadcast.